In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can run successful pre-orders. If you don't know who this guy is trying to teach you how to run pre-orders is, my name is Abdulaziz. I own a marketing agency where we basically take brands, scale them to six figures consistently. If you don't know what a pre-order is, pre-orders basically means you don't have any products on hand, but rather you have the products on your website and then people buy them, and then like 2 weeks after, you buy a bulk with the money that the customers have bought the product. So it's like you're just using their money to buy a product. It's just that you're using the customers funds to buy the product. You're not using money straight out of your pocket. So the first and the most important thing about a pre-order is having a good product, because one thing about pre-orders is the hardest part of pre-orders is you don't reach your MOQ, and you can't reach your MOQ if people don't like the product. So you gotta go design a product that has a unique selling point and wow factor. A product that people are instantly gonna see and be like, damn, I need this product, because people are already scared of pre-orders. So nobody's gonna buy your stuff if you have a shitty product. Literally, they know it's a pre-order, and also it's a shitty product. Nobody's gonna buy it. A very good way like you can do pre-orders and have a good conversion is you need to make a product that people can't say no to. Product you literally show a customer in his face and he's gonna be like, damn, I don't care if this is a pre-order, I'm gonna buy this shit either ways. I don't care if I get scammed or nothing, I'm gonna buy this shit. So that's the type of product you need for your brand. Have a designer that's gonna do your product, or if you're a good designer, just design a product yourself. I don't want to go too much in detail about the product. So after you get your design and everything, you have to find a good manufacturer that has a good MOQ. That's like the scariest part about pre-orders, especially for smaller brands. Their main problem is they don't know if they're going to hit their MOQ. So they be really scared, bro. Like some people start a pre-order and they end up not hitting their MOQ and they just feel fucked up. So we're looking for a manufacturer. Look for a manufacturer that has an MOQ of 50 or lower. It really depends on your brand, but if you're just starting, I really recommend you go for a manufacturer that the MOQ is like 50. So much more less risky, because 50 products is so much easier to sell than you selling 100 products. So find a good manufacturer with a good MOQ that you actually like, and order a sample from that manufacturer, and then you're set. That's all you literally need. You just need a sample and crazy content, because it's a pre-order. All right, after you find a good manufacturer that has a good MOQ of less than 50 or anything, some manufacturers don't even have an MOQ. So those are the type of manufacturers that you should really go for. But usually the manufacturers don't have an MOQ Pakistan, and they're like so much scary. Like Pakistan manufacturers are a very huge struggle. Communication is not as good as China manufacturers. So I really recommend you go for China. But if you want, I can put you on a manufacturer that I personally use and the brands I work with use. So you just hit me up on IG if you want that. I can like maybe put you on a manufacturer. So you go and you decide a time frame. The time frame basically means how your pre-order is gonna go. So how I usually do pre-orders for the brands that I'm working with is I do batches of the bulk. For example, now I can put a target, like I can put a target time frame of like 2 weeks. So that means like every 2 weeks we place the bulk. So you feel me? So let's say we start a pre-order today, so 2 weeks after we buy the bulk. That's the first batch, and then the rest of the orders, they have to wait for 2 weeks again. So that's a way you can make it so much faster, right? Rather than waiting like a month before placing the bulk. So just space it out by like 2 weeks a bulk. So it's gonna be like the first people that buy in the first week. So the people that buy their products in like the first 2 weeks, they get their products earlier than people that have bought it later. Every 2 weeks, like just buy the bulk. It should be 2 weeks maximum though, because I feel like anything longer than 2 weeks, it will be too much time waiting for your customers. It can be really lower than 2 weeks, but I just do 2 weeks for my brands. So it's gonna take like a month for the customers to get their stuff, because the bulk usually takes 2 weeks with the manufacturer we're working with. So 2 weeks for the bulk and then 1 week for shipping. It gets to you in like 3 weeks after you place the bulk. So and by then you already have the next bulk placed for the next batch. So it's going to be batches, and you should really try to stay organized on pre-orders. Like what I notice a lot of people do is they don't stay organized. Like when they're doing pre-orders, they don't know how the pre-orders are going. And also something I really recommend you do when you're doing pre-orders is have your finances right. I notice a lot of people, they do pre-orders and they go spend all the money for the bulk. You're going to get yourself fucked up, because if you make people wait for too long, bro, they're going to start charging back. People are going to start charging back, and it's going to be a hell of a mess for you. You might get your Shopify payout spots and literally all that type of stuff, bro. So just try to hide your finances. Do not touch the funds till after you buy the bulk and ship. This is where a lot of people lack, and this is the reason a lot of people get chargebacks. It is communication. And this is the best way you can prevent chargebacks, because trust me, these customers are not charging back because of the time. They mostly charge back because of lack of communication. Imagine you bought a product from a brand, and it's been like 3 weeks in and you still haven't got your product, and you're hitting up that brand and they're not replying to your messages. You're literally gonna put it in your mind that you got scammed, like this brand fucking scammed you. So this is one of the most important part of pre-orders, bro. Not even pre-orders, even pre-made communication. That's literally the best way you can hold customers and bring back a lot of returning customers and even prevent chargebacks. So what you should try doing is reply to emails and DMs as soon as possible. Like literally be on the Instagram as soon as possible. As soon as you get an email or a message, reply to that stuff as quick as you can. It's going to do so much better for you than not replying to that messages. Reply to that message board. It doesn't matter if people are asking about their pros. Reply to them, update them, keep them updated. They spent their money with you, so you should try your best to keep the customers updated on how their product is going. Tell them everything about the order, bro. This is when the bulk is going to be placed. Be transparent. Like literally just try to be as transparent as you can with your customers. So after that, story updates. This is like you posting updates on your story. Work has just been placed and it's going to take 2 weeks. Literally be on point to your customers. Post on your story, like have a lot of story posts, telling them, apologizing to them and telling them this is the problem. This is the problem. This is why the orders haven't gotten shipped yet. If you run through a problem, because I know a lot of people run through problems when they're doing pre-orders, post it on your story or update them, show them the tracking. Also a very good way of like staying on good terms with your customers is email campaigns. Send them an email campaign updating them about their products. You should do that shit and you're going to thank me, bro. This is too much sauce. So yeah, that's basically the video. Just hit me up on IG if you have any questions, or if you want to work with my agency to help you scale your brand, and apply using the link below, or just book in a call and we can get you started for sure.